Greetings, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Worldwide Ramblings for the 21st of March, a date I know well, 2026. But I was born in 56. That would make me 70 years old today as of 4 p.m. on this 21st, if you're watching live. And right now, nobody is. Nobody. 00. But I said I'd be on at 10. I mean, from the old Erie restaurant and pub, the mayor's restaurant here in the city. I said we'd have to change the time till 10, but then things kind of picked up, you know? So I didn't want to wait till 10. So nobody is expecting us on, but we suddenly have 10 watching. Nobody's checked in yet, but welcome, welcome, welcome our 70th birthday show. I don't really have a big party or anything. My friend Doug, who retired from IBM years ago, had a huge party, but they rented this big pavilion, and they had this huge spread of food. And they had, since he's a bass guitarist and has played in a number of bands and still does, he was having his 70th birthday party. They had, oh my goodness, you had a limited time if you were a musician to come up and play, like 3 or 4 songs. That was it, because there were so many musicians there. The food and the day was beautiful. His birthday was more in the summer, as I recall, and it was wonderful. But that's not me. Musicians have big funerals when they die. Even the guy downstairs who just came in is going to probably have a big bash that someone's going to throw, and there'll be like 250 people that come. Me, virtually nobody. We've lived different lives, I suppose. Miles right. Hi, Jack and everyone. Welcome. Tammy with an I. Hello, happy 70th. She sent me a beautiful meme. I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to use it as a thumbnail, I think, Tammy. Jean Thomas. Hi, Jean. I am listening from Wales. Well, cool. Happy birthday and God bless. Thank you. It's not early there. Maybe did you check in last week? Someone from Ireland checked in and said they were a real night owl, and that's why they were up at this time. That could be me. Oh, he's singing down there. I don't think I covered up the vent. You won't be able to hear him. See, a blessing in disguise. Nancy and in memoriam Terry Whitmore is here. Hello, Jack. I'm hoping to join the live chat, but I am getting buffering right now. Anybody else buffering? Happy birthday, Jack. Welcome to the 70s. I'm in the club. I thanked Doug Abramson, my friend, for suggesting my membership into the 70s club that he joined last year. And, well, that's what it is, Pam Inslee, hope your day has been amazing. And I bet Karen spoiled you. Keep celebrating you. Thank you. Well, we did go to a very nice concert with renowned Irish tenor Andy Cooney. He has filled up Carnegie Hall in New York City on 4 occasions. And these days, he may not be quite as big as he was then, but he's only 59 years old, and he does cruises. He's got a cruise coming up to Ireland that's too late to book. He's got a cruise coming up later this year to Greece, which is not too late to book. I don't know if it's Andy Cooney, COONEY.com, but you can just do a search and you'll find how to locate his schedule where he's appearing and what have you, and the cruises that he does. He does like 3 cruises a year, if not 4. So yeah, we had that, and then we went over to Old Erie, old, whichever you want to say, for some great lasagna and salad, and they're incredible. Well, first of all, it's the New York City Italian bread, and they make this this olive oil mixed with the garlic and the other spices, and it's to die for. try not to eat too much bread, but when that's in front of you, it's difficult. No buffering here. That's good. Patrick Wilburn, good evening, everyone. Peace and love. Ringo, peace and love. Let's see here. And Helen McDonald from Australia. Hi, Jack. Happy birthday. Thank you. Ken Larkin. Hello, Ken. It's been a while. Nice to see you back. Happy birthday, Jack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 29 watching already here on Worldwide Rambling Saturday. I thought we might have to push it back till 10, but things moved along. It's very hard to tell, you know. Oh, some warm tea. My hot Tetley British blend tea, although it's not as warm as I'd like it right now. Mountain Folk, happy 70th birthday. Wow, I'm in the decade now where I'm statistically supposed to die around 77. But then you got to hold on to your marbles. You got to hold on to your marbles because if you lose your marbles but still live, well, it may not go well for you. You literally could be laying in bed, unable to eat or speak. That's what happened to Karen's father, Mr. Reed, who was right here in this room. Not when he was sick. They had to get a hospital bed for him downstairs. And I think Mrs. Reed slept on it's a comfortable couch. It's a big light green leather couch, but still, it's no bed. And I think she did that for years because that's how he was. That's how he was for years. They got in a trip around the world or a good part of the world or, a portion of the world. I know they went to Germany and they went other places as well before all that happened. So that was nice, but he was way too young to experience that and way too short of a time into retirement. M.M. Staten, good evening, Jack. This is David. Okay, David Staten, not Candy Staten Suswell. Hi. Yeah, I know we've seen you before, so I'm glad you told me your first name. I'm assuming you were a woman. I don't know why. Faye Rains is here. Happy birthday, Jack. Hi, Faye. I forget where you're from again. I've got a mind like a sieve, especially, excuse me, if it's current. So I think I've said hello pretty much to everybody. I'm here, Jack, just inside after cutting the lawn. Wow, we're not ready to cut the lawn yet here. And he gets on the tractor for that. And then there's the little lawnmower to do the parts you can't reach. Sometimes I do that. The older you get, the less they expect you to do it, but I am still capable of doing that. So Wales, that's cool, Gene. It's the middle of the night there, right? Are you a big Tom Jones fan? I understand under the bridge they've got a plaque. Friend who comes on once in a while is from Wales. Haven't heard from him in a while. And it's not like they have a lot of big monuments for their most famous resident, I don't think. Do they? I don't know. Tom is supposed to be touring with Engelbert sometime this year, I think, and maybe one other singer. I forget who the third one was. Happy birthday from Maryland, says Faye Rains. Well, very, very good. Eddie Pendergrass, not Teddy Pendergrass, is here. Happy birthday, Jack. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anytime I think of Teddy Pendergrass, I think of one of the most incredible soul voices of all time. He was incredible. But bad things happened to him, I'm not saying that he may not have been reckless, but bad things happened to him and he eventually became paralyzed from the waist down, but still took the stage in a wheelchair. Huh. Maxine Shell, not Ronnie Shell. Everything reminds me of something else. Maxine Waters. No, I won't call you that. God, no, we don't want to do that. Maxine Nightingale. How's that? Right back where we started from. It's all right and it's coming on. We're going right back where we started from, something like that. But my favorite Maxine song was Lead Me On. Come on and lead me on, love me all night long. I better not sing any more copyrighted lyrics. I better stop that. I'm going to go past my limit. So, yeah, well, I don't think Katina is here right now, is she? So I'll show it again if she comes on. But she sent me a very nice birthday card. She did, with a blessing inside. May you look back with pleasure and with happiness today on all the cherished memories you have gathered on life's way. So that's Katina's birthday card right there. Katina and Chris. Chris and Katina Swatsworth, Team SWAT. Team SWAT. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, let's see. What else? Got a slice of birthday cake here. I've had a slice. Pineapple whipped cream cake from DiFilippi's Italian Bakery. Can't do better than that. This is Karen's card. 70 ways to celebrate your 70th birthday. Number 1, eat some cake. Number 2, open some presents. And you open it up, and it's a bunny rabbit laying on a recliner, and it said, "That's enough for now. You need to conserve your energy. After all, you've still got a lot of partying ahead of you." Well, my love, Karen, baby girl, 32126. And she's fine with me having a second wife, Elaine Peterson. So everything's cool, you know? Oh. Richard Lyon, the grand patriarch himself, is here. What's 956? You weren't born in 56 on the 9th month, were you, Richard? So I wonder what significance that has in your life. 956. Gloria Drummond, happy birthday, Jack. Look at all those roses. And what is that? It looks like a lamp. And I'll have to put on my specs for that. Lots of love. Thank you, Gloria Drummond. And this is from Polka Sean and Polka Norma. At 8:30 this morning, while I was still in slumberland, Andy was up and he was downstairs on the other side, and he noticed a figure moving around on the porch. And sure enough, it was Polka Sean dropping off a little package. I didn't bring up the chocolate bear, but I will show it to you. I just had so much I could carry up here, you know. So the next show, I will show you the chocolate bear from a chocolate establishment in Warwick, New York. Warwick is where the people go that have a lot of money. The famed actor Richard Kiley, the man of La Mancha himself, lived there. He passed away, though, here in this city up at the old hospital. I'm talking about Richard Kiley. I loved him. I got to actually kind of work alongside of him a little bit because, well, first of all, he came to our rehearsals of The Wizard of Oz because Bobby Reed, who's a Hollywood actor to this day, Karen's cousin, had connections. And so when we were some weeknight, we were rehearsing the play. We were getting close to open time, and in walks Richard Kiley and his wife. He was so dressed like an actor, you know. He had on the expensive corduroy pants and the vest and the sports jacket and the hair just right. There wasn't a lot of hair because he wasn't wearing his wig. Sometimes he wore one, sometimes he didn't. but he looked great. He just looked like a famous person, and what a wonderful man who reminded me kind of my Uncle Dick, my father's brother. You know, you knew he was somebody when he walked in a room, and he was in that Woody Allen movie, Goodbye, Mr. Goodbar, maybe. I don't know, but that's the birthday card from Polka Sean and Polka Norma. And they're wonderful people that mean a lot to Karen and I. And it was just so nice to finally find someone that loved Jimmy Sturr, the Polka King, and uh, was excited about going to the gigs as I was, and he became sort of the inner circle. They work the cruise every year in January out of Fort Lauderdale, going to Aruba again. Go to Jimmy Sturr, Sturr, jimmystir.com, and you'll find out about the cruise that'll be in January from Fort Lauderdale going to, it's the ABC cruise. I always forget what um, the B and the C are. Caicos, something like that. C, Cozumel, something like that. I don't know. I think, but Aruba's the first one, and they went last year, but it sold out so quick because they only get a portion of the boat. See, they don't get the whole boat. So if you're going to go with them and have access to the Jimmy Sturr inside events, you've got to go through Jimmy Sturr. He has his own travel agency in Florida, New York, but you don't sign up for the Polka Cruise that way. You just go right on to his website, and you'll see the flyer. Well, look at that. Here's Nancy and in memoriam Terry Whitmore hitting the thanks button. Birthday blessings, Jack. Thank you so much. In beautiful turquoise for $5. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that very much. Now, who's this from? Oh, yeah, the gentleman next door sent me. They know I love lighthouses, so a happy birthday with a lighthouse. I like that very much. Very, very much. And inside the card, it says, I won't hold that up, but inside the card, it says, here's to another year of wonderful adventures. Have a fantastic birthday. Wishing you a year of good health and positive outcomes. Amen. Thank you. D&D. D&D. Miles right behind Nancy Whitmore with $9.99. Thank you, Miles and Judy Wright. Thank you so very much. Taxi cab yellow. Turquoise, which was very prevalent. My house was kind of turquoise. You should have stayed 69. Great number. Well, why would that be, Richard? Yeah, I don't get much choice, and you don't either, Richard. It just kind of is something that happens. 1111. That's $11.11 from the Grand Patriarch out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Richard Lyon and Vivian Lee Lyon. Yeah, I appreciate that so much, Richard. Yeah, if I could turn back the hands of time, it wouldn't be to 69. It would be to just before Justine was walking into the radio studio with the hot bagels. Oh, I'm just kidding. Not really, but oh dear. Make hay while the sun shines. The gentleman will know what I'm talking about here. Make hay while the sun shines, because it may be the only chance you ever get. It's best that it didn't happen. I'm doing a radio show here, for goodness sakes. I can't be, I can't be like I'm on Lover's Lane and American Graffiti. I know you like that movie. Paul, how do you say it? Lamont, right? Who he had the yellow car. I won't call it what they called it in the movie, but it's that yellow. That's that kind of yellow right there. He was the guy with the fast yellow car in American Graffiti. Well, now he's 81 years old, and he's been in the hospital for quite some time, and he's got breathing issues and what have you. He's not on a breathing machine all the time. When he is on it, and I've seen him, when he was had the full mask, and he looks terrified. But once all that comes off and stuff, he's able to talk. And but it's he did a lot of things after American Graffiti, Paul Lamont. But eventually things started to dry up for him, and he's in debt and what have you. David Brian Lawson, happy birthday, my dear, my dear friend. I got it from Lexington. You knew I was going to do that, right? I always think of that movie when I see the word Lexington with Tom Hanks, who I used to think was a real nice man till I realized he hates 80 million Americans. Can you believe that? He hates 80 million Americans, many who have spoke so glowingly of him and adored his movies. Well, shame on you, Tom Hanks. Nancy DeMarco, Fancy Nancy from Oklahoma, the tornado capital of the world. Happy birthday, Jack. Hi, and thank you so much, Nancy. Gloria's got the emojis are going today. She does. Hello to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Worldwide Ramblings. Uh, Funny how I get energized when I come on. It's kind of like Pastor Bob, probably. Oh man, it's early to preach and what have you. But when he gets in the pulpit, things start to change, And Katie, I know the name, Kate Klein Stuber. Am I saying that right? Happy birthday, Jack. Well, thank you, Kate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Oh, my goodness. Hockey 92.7 FM. I say that because I was on a station, 92.7 FM, down the road here for a lot of years. And so when I see 92, it just leads me into that. But now I'm looking, I don't even see 92 there anymore. I did used to see it, right? Or am I completely full tilt bozo? I have been called that before, or something worse. Yeah, well, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Jack. Thank you so much, Hockey. 1999 on the thanks button. I appreciate that very much. Here's Katina Swatsworth. I don't think you were here a minute ago, were you? Here's your beautiful card that we showed. You and Chris Swatsworth, Team SWAT. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Katina. Nice little present tucked in the card as well. I appreciate that. Yes, everybody is sad to hear of the passing of Chuck Norris because they just don't make them like that anymore, They just don't make them like that anymore. Mark Simone from 710 WOR. You can hear him all over the country. He's on iHeartRadio, too. So he's 10 to noon East Coast time on WOR 710. He's great, and he puts up on Facebook a lot of things. Like he shows a picture of Chuck Schumer, our miserable excuse for a senator, Chuck Schumer, and says, "You're Chuck." He's talking to to the other side. And then he puts up a picture of Chuck Norris and says, "Our Chuck." That was our Chuck. A great patriarch, a patriot, a great patriot who loved this country so much and did so much for the youth and so much for various charities. And, I'll tell you, when Benjamin Netanyahu met him, it was like he was like a kid in a candy store. He said, "Well, I guess we can let the security team go home now. We won't need them anymore." Texas Ranger is here, and all those great movies he did. All the critics always hated his movies. All the fans flocked to them. So phooey on the critics, phooey on the critics. Chuck Norris was a fantastic human being, and his wife as well. So, 86, he started to started to look older pretty quick, and went to Hawaii. Great place to die, I guess. I hope he had some time there before he suddenly got ill, and then passed away in hospital. Notice how I took out, it's like I'm British all of a sudden, in hospital, passed away, with surrounded by, well, at least the family that were there in Hawaii. Chuck, right? A man's man, right, Richard Lyon? Huh? Eh? 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 Yes, Jack, it is Hockey 92. I don't know what the THU part is. I'm not sure why you cannot see it in its entirety. Well, I can now. Oh, yeah, there it is. I don't know. I don't know. It could have been the LSD I took prior to the broadcast. That's a joke. Believe me, even when I could have done it, even when I was young and could have been foolish enough to do something like that, I never would have. I never want to take anything that takes control of your life away, and you don't even know if your heart is beating. No, no, no. Too paranoid for that. By you girls. Talking to Richard Lyon, she is. I see her. And Chuck is in a match with Bruce again. What a match. Chuck is in a match with, oh, you mean up in heaven. You think they have a wrestling ring in heaven? Well, then Hulk Hogan's going to be there too, brother. He sure is. By the way, I don't really have a topic tonight. Things will come to mind, though. Sure, I'll have something to say about Pastor Bob Joyce, but it's not a topic night. I had no time to prepare. Until I get on here and you wonderful people energize me. I thought, wow, I'm tired. I'm tired, but I'm waking up. Pen of Bishop. Well, that's an interesting handle. Pen of Bishop. Are you an actual bishop? Happy birthday. Well, thank you. Where are you watching us from? Pen of Bishop. Huh. I never did drugs either. Well, I didn't say I never smoked a little pot, but again, teetotaler wasn't my cup of tea. All it would do would make me laugh and get hungry. So, um, I've said this on the air before. One time in the 70s, I did the big C. I did the big C, and it was quality C. And it was not something that made me paranoid. It was something that made me feel real good and calm and just happy. All my problems went away. And later on, when I came down from that really nice high, I said, there is the devil's counterfeit for peace. My problems aren't going away. I just think they have gone away. I may think I have now climbed Mount Everest. I can climb Mount Everest, but I haven't applied myself, so I'd only fall back down. No, that's not what I want to do with my life. So it was only one time as a gift, and never again, never again. Spencer for hire. Hi, TS. Happy birthday, Jack. And by the way, thank you for your love gift that came in too late. Let me just go to the email because it was in there, I know. And let's see. Cash App. My goodness, here is my second wife, Elaine Peterson. Happy birthday, much love, one of our most loyal, wonderful people from the state of Washington, Elaine Peterson, $50 on the Cash App. Thank you. I don't know what your status is, and I hope you're not giving beyond your means. Don't ever give. This goes for anybody. Don't give me 10 cents if you can't afford it. It's just a virtual tip jar. Like I gave a nice tip tonight to the waitress who was busting her buns at the Old Erie. I think it kind of startled her, but I thought, you got to pay it forward. You got to pay it forward. And don't get me wrong. I didn't go crazy, go nuts, but it was more, I think, that she usually gets, and they work very hard at Old Erie, especially in the evening, especially on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So thank you, Elaine Peterson. That's so sweet of you to do that. And look at this, right behind her, Tammy Griffin, $50 uh, for happy birthday, Jack. Thank you so much, Tammy. I know you work for tips, and I often worry about you, Tammy, because I know the kind of thing you do, and you do more than one thing. They're not all great tippers. They're not all great tippers, and I don't think there should be rules. You cannot screw the Uber driver or the whatever um, DoorDash, whatever. You cannot do that. If and there should be a limit. You can't be ordering $4 or $5 worth of food for McDonald's. No, if you call up Brother Bruno's, for example, our favorite pizza place, they all know us there. I know every one of their schedules except one guy who works on the back. One guy who works on the back, very nice gentleman. I've never, I say hi to him, but I've never really talked to him. I know all their schedules. I know which one's off Sunday, Monday, which one's off Tuesday, Wednesday, which one's off Friday, Saturday. I know all their schedules, and I'll tell you, they make them. I don't like eggplant per se a lot, but they make the best eggplant hero I've ever tasted. They peel the skin off, which is the way you're supposed to do, right? Maybe I can't see you right now, Richard, but tell me, would you peel the skin off to your eggplant, Richard? Would you? Um, so Tammy Griffin, thank you. And I hope you're working hard for the money. I know that. I know that. So never give more than you can, and don't feel you have to give every show and all that. I appreciate that so much. Just a picture of who, is that your children there with the orange on? Looks like almost looks like they're in front of some kind of a recreational vehicle. So there you go. Thank you, Tammy, and thank you, Elaine Peterson, for hitting the um, Cash App and Spencer for Hire TS $20 on the Cash App. Thank you so much. You too work very hard, and the pay is not great. It's probably a lot better than it used to be, but I really appreciate you, Mr. Spencer. And thank you for hitting the Cash App as the show had already ended last Wednesday night. There's probably a few more I could thank one way or another. DoorDash pays $2 for a 10-mile delivery. So if you're not tipping, no one is bringing you your food. No, I mean, there should be. I mean, I guess I never finished, and I have a habit of doing this. If you want to order from Brother Bruno's, and you're expected to tip the driver, but and people give him good tips because they like him. I think it's a $25 minimum. It could even be higher, but it's a definitely no. You can't order a $10 hero, $11, $12 hero, and that's it. No, you can't get that delivered. It's got to be I think a $25 minimum, $5, $6 from McDonald's. Go get it yourself, right? I tried to tell one of my coworkers at Middletown Honda once when he said he don't tip. I said these people rely on tips. They're not getting much from DoorDash or the other ones. They're not getting much. Uh, these people, like the waitress in the restaurant, they depend on those tips. So don't don't. And then he complained that his food was cold because what they would do is they take the long way around. And hand him cold food. Well, you deserve it. You deserve it. Are you crazy? I grew with Italians. Maybe even grew up with Italians. Yeah. So you know good lasagna, eh? But so you're saying, of course, you peel your eggplant. Don't cry, Jack. All the love you are getting. I'm not crying. Am I? How am I crying? I'm kind of happy. I'm very blessed, and I appreciate that. No, no, no. Um, I only cry. Well, I had a situation to cry today. I'm going to tell you about that. It involves the iconic Irish crooner Andy Cooney. I'll show you Andy's picture with me, and I'll tell you a story. You won't want to miss the Andy Cooney story, okay? Okay? As I bare my soul just a little bit because it involves somebody else, and I don't want to say too much. Um, Walker, Texas Ranger, watched for years. Yeah, you had a crush on Chuck Norris, didn't you? You did. All the women did. My goodness, he looked good. He kept that red hair dye for a long time, and all the better for it. I don't peel the eggplant. Oh, because yeah, you know how to cook Italian food, Nancy, right? I mean, I think you know. You probably don't say manicotti, do you? You don't say manicotti. You say manigot, right? You make a good meatball. That's very important, Nancy. Don't do any jokes here. Don't let the DJ come forth. Hold him back for me, Gloria. Pray in Jesus' name. Ah, yes. So many years on top 40 radio. And in the middle of the night, we get away with a little bit more, you know. Not only could you have lonely women visit you in the studio, listeners, you could, you could say a little bit more. Let me get a little more edgy and hope to God that the program director or heaven forbid, cousin Brucey himself didn't get up for a glass of water and tune you in, you know. There was no playback of what you were doing. No, like there is now. What did Elaine say that was very sweet? I'm missing stuff. See, it's coming so fast. I never did drugs either. I've gotten to that part. Um, he was my favorite. David Brian Lawson says, I think you're talking about Chuck, right? Bayou Girls talking to Miles Wright. Estate preparer. He comes in and takes an inventory and goes from there, I imagine. I would if I had a credit card. No credit card, Gloria. What's probably a good thing. Debit, credit card, same thing. You know, it's you can use a debit card as a credit card, but I'm not taking. I'm not writing a list here. It's but with Cash App, you need I guess a credit or a debit card. It's either one. Hi Jack, happy birthday. Hello, three severed heads. My second or third, I'm not sure about this, second or third favorite serial killer, because I do like Dexter number one, you know. They'll be taping sometime this summer and back in the fall for another season of Dexter Resurrection. And Mr. Brooks, the movie with the great Kevin Costner. That would be my second favorite serial killer. But you're number three. You're in the top three, three severed heads. Isn't that appropriate? Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't cry, Daddy. Richard, please don't cry. Daddy, you still got me, little Tommy. Together we'll find a brand new mummy. Or a mummy. If we can't find a mommy, we'll find a mummy. How's that sound? I still can't find out what you said that was sweet. Very sweet, Luane or Elaine. Let me just throw in the Cash App handle there. No, we want lowercase letters. Don't miss the Andy Cooney story. See, I'm doing it. I'm doing it arse backwards. Media Guy 5'6". So this has been a pretty good month, guys, and I really appreciate that. Next month is going to be tougher. I won't be doing as many of the Bob Joyce titles. If I have something, I will do it, and it'll be in the title with a thumbnail. I wasn't saying that I was stopping the chronological story. Sometimes it's just to promote So I hope to hear from LWC Media and what have you with everything they want me to say. We're curious about what the next concert is that LWC Media will do with Pastor Bob. Media Guy 56. That is the Cash App handle. It's only available in the United States and I think the UK. It's not available in Australia. So there it is. Media Guy 56. Hello, Julia Joyce. Happy birthday, Jack. Well, thank you, Julia Joyce. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Same from Regine Terwilliger. Happy birthday, Jack. Happy birthday, happy birthday, baby. I'm not acting like a lady. But then again, why should I act like a lady? No, no, no. I've told Richard, don't put on that lipstick anymore. I've told him that. I've told him. You tell him too, Vivian. I'm sure you have. Sandra Fair. Oh my goodness. Here, look at Sandra Fair. Last time she came in tail end, unless that was Jeanette Fair, your sister, your identical twin, I heard. I don't know if that's right. Thank you, Sandra Fair. $20 on the thanks button. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that so much. I forget where you're watching from. I just can't remember these things. I'm going to have a list, right? Happiest of birthdays, Jack. Welcome to the 70s Club. Oh, you're already there, huh? Which I am a Pat. May the Lord bless you in the year ahead. Well, thank you so much. You know, I have to say that it did feel funny watching 69 slip away. No comment from you, Richard. You got to watch that guy. You know, I mean, he's sitting down there. He lights his Havana cigars with a $20 bill. And he's got a drink that he says is like a Shirley Temple, but I have never tasted or smelled the drink, so I don't know for sure. But, you know, back in the day in Queens, oh, Vivian, I can tell you, you know, he was a bad boy sometimes. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Thank you, Sandra Fair, for $20. Thank you, Three Severed Heads, for $20. My goodness. Thank you, Hockey 92, 1999. Thank you, Richard Lyon, the Grand Patriarch, 1111, $11.11. Thank you, Richard. Miles Wright, $9.99, and Nancy and in memoriam Terry Whitmore for $5. All of it is wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh, the Sly Stone song. I want to thank you for letting me be myself. Oh, yeah. I can't really remember too much of that song, but it was not my favorite Sly Stone. The iconic song to me from Sly Stone, and all of his tunes were good. I'm talking about the hits. Hot Fun in the Summertime. I don't know. I get a chemical reaction when I'm got the oldies radio and certain songs comes on, and that's one of them. I get excited when I hear Hot Fun in the Summertime, even if I hear it in January. This makes me think, well, that'll be coming back, and hopefully God will allow me to live for it, which will be another example of his amazing grace. Let's see. Homer. No, coming close. Is that an R there? Homer 53. Happiest of birthdays. Are you Homer Overcash or another Homer? Because Homer's got so many handles now. Sometimes he's fly like an eagle. Happiest of birthdays, Jack. Welcome to us 70-year-olds. I'm 72 myself. Guy downstairs is 72. Who else do I know that just turned 72? I have to think about it. Doesn't mean I'll actually be able to pull that out of my noggin. That's a different story. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad I made the club. I wouldn't have not wanted to make the club because I'm more than willing to wait for the rapture. You know, I'm more than willing to wait for the rapture. Granted, within a few years, this country's going to start to look, you know, within 10 years, it might start to look like Back to the Future 2, and I'll everybody will come out with their AK-47. You never know. You'll be like the secret agent, man. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. I think he's saying secret Asian man half the time in that song. Sounds it to me. I don't know. Yes, it's Homer over Cash. Okay, I see. So what's 53 mean, Homer? Jackie Organ talking to Helen McDonald, a fellow Australian. Was it Jackie or Helen? I think it was Helen who gave me some interesting facts about Australia, because we did something, played a little part of a video, Australian Secrets. Well, on the Wednesday show, I will read you what I think it was Helen, Helen or Jackie. I think it was Helen that gave me some very interesting facts about Australia. We'll do that Wednesday night. 53 is a year I was born. Okay. Yeah, of course. I could have, if I thought about it long enough. So hit the like button, please. Yes, please do. And we're only 5 away. As I came on air, we're only 5 away from getting to another threshold of 11,400 subscribers. We have to go over that because, you always have one or two that will hit the unfriend button or whatever it is. They'll cut, it'll knock you back down into the threes. So we're 5 away from getting to 400. So if you have not subscribed, whether you're watching in the replay crowd or here, where just about everybody obviously has, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, because that helps us to be seen by more people, and the notification bell. So when we pop on, like we did earlier this evening from Old Erie, watch that video, please. Had about 70 people watching. You'll know about it because your notification bell is on if your device is turned on and you're near it. If you put your phone here and go take a bath, you may not hear. You know what I'm saying? Carolyn Mullins, dearest Jack, I wish you the happiest birthday, blessed with good health and happiness. Without those two, we have nothing, right? When your health goes, it's tough. It's rough waters. Did your cake have a candle? It had 2 candles. One was a 7 and one was a 0. So I guess I should show you that. Yeah, absolutely. Here comes Brad. He's coming upstairs. Maybe he has a present for me. Maybe it's a 9mm. Yeah. Let's see here. So I don't have these obviously on Google Photos yet because they just happened today. So happy birthday, John. Any of you who email me know that my surname is John. Karen calls me John because she's known me since 1965 in 2nd grade. She doesn't call me Jack. My mother would have never called me Jack. It would not been happy that I was calling myself Jack. Was Mom still alive? Yeah, she was still alive when I was on the radio, so she heard me. Never really remember her talking too much about listening to me, though. But here's the pineapple whipped cream cake with the glow of the candles on top. Happy birthday, Jack, from D. Philippis. And she said she asked for blue flowers. They gave her pink. What's that mean? And here is the cake itself. Yeah. Definitely broke the diet today, but didn't eat anything really until we had the salad at Old Erie and then the lasagna, which we split one lasagna because it's big, and we still had a wedge left for Andy. Yeah. But it's delicious. $25 for the cake. Not bad, right? Karen bought that, and she bought the tickets to Andy Cooney. So, oh dear. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Rather tasty. Rather tasty. So, thank you so much, Elaine. You're incredible. Thank you for that Cash App and all you do. Um, you're probably the best woman in Seattle, Washington. Are you in Seattle? You're not in Seattle, are you? No. You're Seattle? I don't know Washington State. I just know the mayor of Seattle is full tilt crazy. Karen Phillips, happy birthday, Jack. Thank you. Thank you, Karen Phillips. Now, where is Karen Phillips from? You usually come in earlier and you just kind of disappear. You're like a you're like one of those James Bond spies. You come in and out, and I see she's left the room, and I didn't see her even leave. Hi, Karen Phillips. Thank you very, very much. Jack, you missed my happy birthday. Yeah, I guess I did. See, I couldn't if I'm on another screen, I don't see it. Um, you missed my happy birthday post. You are 40, not 70. You want me to have a 40-year-old mindset. I see. Well, um, in some areas, I have a 12-year-old mindset, but I don't consider that a plus. That's got to be fought. What haven't you seen already, Gloria Harlow Drummond? You're hitting the big time. In what way, Regina? Happy birthday, Jack. See now, because I'm cutting back on the main title, the main. Uh, let's face it. If I have 11,400 subscribers, 99% of them, 98% of them, I admit to this, came because of what I was doing with the topic of Pastor Bob Joyce. I'm well aware of that. You know, I had a few subscribers before I even knew who he was, but nothing like this, nothing like this. So I'm aware, and we will still do the breaking news and what have you, but we won't do it 11 times a month with a picture in the thumbnail every time and what have you. Today's thumbnail is by TAMMI with an I, her beautiful AI that she sent me. I've got to show you that. So I've got work to do here. I've got work to do. So let me see if I can bring up some info on 59-year-old now Andy Cooney. What a wonderful man. I got to visit with him. Well, there was a surprise at the end of the show that either Polka Sean or Polka Norma had something to do with, or Jimmy Stirr's Lady Barbara James had something to do with. I'll tell you about that in a minute. If I can learn to type first. There he is. What a handsome chap he is. Born on Long Island. he's Irish, but he was born in Long Island. Let's see here. Yeah, his official site, if you want to go on his Greece cruise or know where he's going to be in other places, just finished 2 weeks on the road for the St. Patrick's tour. Andy Cooney. Cooney is COONEY.com, and you'll find out all the information. See if they have like a bio here. That's what I'm really looking for. Got a great band. He's got a drummer who can also play guitar. So he picked up the guitar, came to the mic, and he sang the Bee Gees song, Love Somebody, which was really, really good. He has a podcast on Apple Podcast, Andy Cooney, star of Carnegie Hall, dubbed by the New York Times as Irish America's favorite son. He hosts an Irish music show like no other. So, Apple Podcasts, the Andy Cooney podcast. He's all over YouTube as well. He's all over YouTube. He had a comedian with him, George Casey, who has been working for a long time. He has done a total, George Casey, of 35 cruises. 35 cruises. He's provided comedy on 35 cruises. So, let's see. Why did I put that dot in there? Oh, okay. Let's go back to live stream so I can see how it looks. Here I am with Mr. Andy Cooney. Trying to get rid of the glare. At the Paramount Theater lobby. I'll get a Google photo made of this. But here we are after the concert this afternoon. That's his hair, too. I want his hair. Richard, get me his hair. I took a picture of Karen and I at Old Erie, and I sent it to Polka Sean, and he said, Jack, you're supposed to send the picture before you eat the food. I sent him empty plates, pretty much. There's a picture of the lasagna. That's Andy's wedge. Delish. So, before he did his last song, Andy Cooney says, and we want to wish someone a happy birthday today. It's Jack Willard's birthday. It's Jack Willard's birthday today. And there was a few people, because these are older people that might have heard me on the radio years ago, right here in the Hudson Valley. There was some recognition, but they don't know me by face. They know the name Jack Willard. So I thought, well, that's something. I'll take that. So then we went out to the lobby, and of course they're selling their CDs. And now you got to have a hard drive for people, to put it in the port of their car, because you got to have a flash drive. I meant to say a flash drive, and they tend to put a lot of songs on the flash drives, like 50 songs he put on his flash drive. And he's got his CDs, but he says if your car isn't 5 years old or so, you probably don't have a CD player. So he said we knew we had to get a flash drive, so that's what they have. And so when it was my turn to talk to him, and Karen was going to take a picture, I first of all I told him I was Jack, who he wished a happy birthday. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday from the stage. It's either Polka Sean told maybe Barbara or Jimmy Stir, it's Jack's birthday today. Maybe Andy Cooney could announce it from the stage. So I'm not sure if it's Polka Sean, Barbara, or Jimmy himself who put that bug in Andy's. He says, I almost forgot to do it. I almost forgot to do it. Then I told him that his song, which I wish I could just play for you now, it's called Daughter of Mine. And it's such a beautiful song. And I wasn't sure if he was going to do it. But about 4 or 5 songs in, he started talking about a song of his that he does that is very popular at weddings, and that was the key word. I knew he was gonna do the song, and Karen was looking at me because she knows that this song tends to make me weep. Um, and it's even better than Butterfly Kisses by Bob Carlyle or The Wedding Song by Paul Stuckey. It's just a heartstrings song. And I had wanted to dance with my daughter to this song, and I was at my daughter's wedding. And I mentioned the song. I even had the CD with me in the car in case she was willing to do it. But she just, kind of passed it off. She didn't say no and she didn't say yes, but it didn't happen. So I never got to dance with my daughter, Kaylee, to that song. And it's been years now since I've seen her. And that's the hardest. That's a hard thing. It's another birthday, like another Father's Day, where I do not hear from her. And I'm not saying that to in any way disparage her. I'm just saying that that's a hard thing for a father. That's a hard thing for a father. I have a good relationship with my son, Corey, and I have no relationship with my daughter. And I know someone else here was saying that they have a similar situation. Um, they will use the children as a weapon. There's grandchildren, they will use them as a weapon, and you won't get to see your grandchildren. Enough of that. All right, Daniel Sadler. Hi. Well, hello, Daniel. Where are you from? Happy birthday, Jackie says. Thank you, Daniel. I know I've seen your name before. I know you've been here before, but I don't know where you're from. Richard Lyon, the Grand Patriarch. Look at that now in Taxi Cab Yellow. Another $11.11. Happy birthday again, Jack. God bless you and your family. Talk soon. Well, thank you for stopping by from West Palm Beach, Florida, a place I would love to visit sometime. Hopefully, I'll get to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Richard and Vivian Lyon. You're in North Carolina. It's already hot there, right? Who? Something about North Carolina. Well, the comedian, how can this be? He says something about North Carolina. Can you depart on a cruise from North Carolina? Because he said tomorrow he was going on another cruise, and he mentioned North Carolina like that was where he was going to leave from. Now, that doesn't, it's usually Florida, it's usually New York City. There's key places, can leave from Maine, I suppose. But I'm not used to hearing that, so I don't know. CM Trucker is here, 180. I hope your relationship heals and a very happy birthday from Asheville, North Carolina. Well, there we have another person from North Carolina. Look at that, Daniel Sandler. And I've certainly heard of Asheville. I think Jim and Tammy had a home there at one time. Jim and Tammy Baker, who we played on our Wednesday show, played a little bit of, not Tammy, of course, but 86-year-old Jim Baker, who's now like the loud grandpa at the Thanksgiving table doing a broadcast with his wife, Lori, now, and a co-host, and they all try to, keep him in check. Yes, in agreement with you, CM Trucker says, I hope you're okay. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's right. You're staying inside because it's too hot there? Miles, right? Yeah. Prayers for your friend, Three Severed Heads. I missed that one. All prayers appreciated. I'll get back to it. Tammy with an I, praying for Three Severed Heads. Happy birthday, Jack. Pam Donnelly. Thank you, Pam. They have been having controlled burns in North Georgia for a few weeks. The smoke and pollen is awful. So it's already hot. Atlanta, is that what you're saying? It's already hot there. Miss Susan Carter. Hello, Jack and family. Hi, Susan. What's going on with you? I thought of you when we found out that Um, that Chuck passed away in Ohio. Yeah, passed away in hospital in Hawaii. Chuck Norris. I definitely missed something here. Here it is. Would people mind praying for my good friend Christopher Robinson, who has cancer? It's spread and he is really going through it. Anyone in position to help with his wife? She set up a GoFundMe page. You can put that here. I know you can't write a link, but maybe you can, you know, give people information on how to find that GoFundMe. I follow people on the Facebook Reels that have cancer. Some of them young women, young men. Seems to be more young women. I mean, like Sydney Tao, who has stage 4. Her cancer is a rare cancer. It's a rare cancer, and she has her ups and downs. She has a lot of downs. So we lift up Christopher Robinson, Lord. We pray for your healing touch on Christopher's life. We know you can do anything, and we just pray that you bring a healing heat from the top of his head down to his toes, and that this cancer, that he begins to sweat, and the cancer leaves his body. We pray the same for Chris Starry. We pray for healing for the other things like Brenda's shoulder. Brenda Sweeney, she fell on the concrete, and Adam Davidson, and there's so many more. You can remind me of some here, but I know there's prayer warriors that will continue to pray. Amen. Thank you, Gloria. That's the desire of my heart. Years ago, we lived in Dillon, South Carolina. Huh. I lived in Rock Hill, of course, for almost 2 years, and I actually liked it. I did. I liked the supermarkets there. I liked Jersey Mike's was there. Chinese buffet was okay, nothing to write home about. But just the environment there, we found a great church to go to there, the Presbyterian Church with Pastor Sanford. He's semi-retired now. He may be in Greenville, North Carolina, or Greenville, South Carolina. He's affiliated with a Presbyterian church there. He's not the lead pastor. He's a teacher there now. Homer says, "Hello, not yellow." They call me Mellow Yellow. Donovan. His songs were okay. I wouldn't call them favorites. Atlantis was interesting. The Hurdy-Gurdy Man was good. I like that song. That was a bit of a rocker for him. Katina Swatsworth, good night. God bless everyone. Again, thank you, Chris and Katina Swatsworth, Team SWAT, for the beautiful birthday card and the gift inside. I appreciate that so very, very much. Thank you, Katina. Thank you, Chris. Very, very much. From Pennsylvania, where you can get some homemade pumpkin pie around the holidays. Or you can go down to Soon's here and you'll get homemade pie, homemade in the Thornton house, I guess, or it's probably an industrial sized kitchen by now. And it tastes every bit of homemade, I'll tell you that. It gets more expensive every year, too. Neil, where have you been, Neil? You are tatty. You are tatty tonight. Oh, so you're near Myrtle Beach. You can go on a casino cruise. Oh, boy. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're telling me that's where, of course, in South Carolina, where you, how far out does that do these cruises go? There's a casino on the cruise ship, and where do they go? Like, how far out would they go? Hmm. You're 180 yellows, huh? From Mooresville, Lake Norman, North Carolina. Okay. Carol Cook wishing you the happiest of birthdays, Jack. Thank you, Carol Cook. Just saw you there. Welcome. I'm backing up and I usually find somebody that I've missed. My goodness. Yeah. Now let me see here. I'll go to Facebook, see if I can get you that meme that's going to be the thumbnail. Right now, I'm looking at Angela Cartwright, who played Penny Robinson. She's in her 70s now. She played Penny Robinson, and she also played in the movie Sound of Music. And before that, she was the youngest daughter of Danny Thomas in Make Room for Daddy. Angela Cartwright on YouTube. It is Angela Cartwright Studio. Angela Cartwright Studio. Cartwright with a C. All right. So let's see here. Go to my. Oh, look at that. Tony Boffa himself. Uh, I'm going to respond to Tony right away. He had that, he's Tony Jr. Tony Boffa's Italian restaurant was a little slice of Little Italy right here in the Hudson Valley. Thank you, Tony, and thanks for incredible food. I'm trying to do this in. And thanks for decades of incredible food. Here. Looking at Mr. Chuck Norris. All right. Trying to find the feed here. And of course, since I'm trying to do it live, it's not going to be easy. Yeah, I'm going to have to find that one because it's hiding from me right now. It's hiding from me. But I shall. Jack, it takes you a few miles out to international waters. They feed you and you gamble and drink. Yes. Oh, hey, just a few miles out to international waters. They don't go too far, huh? So there's no ports of call. You stay on the boat the whole time. I got you. And how long are you on the boat? I mean, I'm sure there's varying times, but what's the average length of time you are away? Jack, I've been watching clips of Nashville Elvis Festival with all the ultimate Elvis champs performing. They are all great performers honoring the king. Interesting. So that's down under, is it? Look at that. Time flies. Time flies. It really, really does. And we thank Vinnie Maru and the Tennessee Titan Todd Bradshaw on Wednesday night for generous Cash App birthday gifts. I appreciate that so much. And of course, Elaine was in there as well. Tim Spencer and others on the thanks button. And there we have Miss Susan Carter hitting the Cash App. Lowercase letters Media Guy 56 MEDIAGUY 56 Media Guy 56 for Cash App. $15 from Miss Carter. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Nancy sent me something. It's an interesting thing you're saying that Benjamin Netanyahu said. I don't know why he would say he's too smart to say something like this, you know? Even if he felt it, he knows that it would not be a popular thing to say. Um, so I'll have to look into that. Oh, I got to get a verifying source on that too. I'm not saying you're not right. I'm just saying that's something you need two sources on. Um, People know here that I support Trump. That's known by most people. But I don't support him when he says something stupid. You know, when he says that he's glad Director Mueller is dead, um, passed away in the last day or two. That is a very unchristian thing to say. We've often wondered about, the president's spiritual health and what have you. He is very supportive of Christianity all the way. But you got to make sure that you have come to that point where you have accepted Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. And he has said things in the past that you worry about. It's not so much that we know he, like all of us, has had sin in his life, but has he put his sins under the blood of Jesus Christ? And when you do, you don't speak like some of these platformers are speaking, like Candace and like Tucker. Now they're saying Tucker could be arrested because he was talking to Iran, kind of like that's what a broadcaster would do. So I'm not saying I'm supportive of anything like that ever happening, but the things that come out of their mouths these days, I, I, I don't recognize them. It's like once you're given the extra freedom of these kind of platforms, you have to use them responsibly. You have to use the platforms responsibly because they have rules too and they have guidelines. So I'm not going to go off on a political tangent, but certainly um, people that support President Trump cringe when he says things like he's glad Director Mueller is dead and things like that. That's not Christian. That's not, that's irresponsible to say when you're the president of the United States. What else is here in my email before I close up shop? Something from I won't say who. I know you don't want to talk too much about Pastor Bob. Well, you know, we have 8 live shows usually guaranteed and some pop-ons too. I just don't want to do it on every single show is all I'm saying. Not to say if you say something on every show, I won't comment on it. I'm just saying I won't use it as a banner headline every time. That gets old, and I know it gets real annoying. So I'm not going to do that. But let's see. I know you don't want to talk too much about Pastor Bob, but I thought you would like this. He says his first guitar was $10 back in the 40s when his mom bought it. It went for $8 plus tax. So to me, it's him. I kind of remember that story. I do. I kind of remember that story. So let's see here. Who's this from? Facebook.com. Well, let's give it a roll and see what Pastor Bob in a blue shirt is saying here.
I would say church.
Hold on. I hate when you have to turn the sound up manually.
Where did your love of music come from?
I would say church. Started out in church. That's where I started playing and singing in church. First time I sung a song was in church.
Started with the guitar?
Yeah, with a guitar. Little $10 guitar. First time I ever sung a song was a $10 guitar in church. So I've always loved music, singing. Grew up in church. Grew up playing, singing. Grew up with that kind of music.
Singing with your family?
Yeah, singing with my family, friends. Of course, as you get older, you develop a taste for more music and different kinds of music. I do like different kinds of music. I really do.
That's from Bob Joyce Music, bobjoycemusic.com. Pastor Bob answers the question, where did your love for music come from? He's done this in studio, and this was outside on a beautiful day with the birds chirping, where he seemed less focused, than he might when in an interview, a sit-down interview. He's just standing outside and, near the woods. So go to bobjoycemusic.com. You'll be able to subscribe there. It tells you how to do it. You'll get exclusive content if you do. Background and information about what's coming up in the future for Pastor Bob Joyce Ministries and what have you, Household of Faith Ministries. And you'll get to see some excellent footage, professionally shot, various gospel songs, etc., etc. I don't know about the blog. I haven't heard any updates on the blog yet. If it's up there on the website, it kind of seemed to disappear on me. So check that out. Hit the like, please. Thank you, Three Severed Heads. Yes. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're only, as of me coming on, we were 5 away from getting to another threshold of 11,400. We go pretty much at a snail's pace. If I have a hot video up, we get more subscribers. But we're never going to have a massive amount, and it's okay with me. I'm happy being a small fish in a big pond because I've got people like you that stand with me, and it really helps my watch time hours because we go 2 hours sometimes, have even gone 2.5. That won't be tonight because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. But, the fact that some people watch for 2 hours is very rare, I think. Very rare, unless you're watching one of these, a talk show, a talk guy like Tucker, like certainly Candace and what have you. So there you go, 51, watching our 70th birthday show. Hard to believe when I came on here in 2016. I was just having I was just a little bit away from my 60th birthday show. I was 59 years old when I started doing this. So we've been doing this for a while, and now we do more than ever. We've got over 700 videos up right now. Let's go to our channel here and see how we're doing. There's a section that you can click on that says live. You'll see many of our past live shows. Pre-recorded videos include Major Change in the Bob Joyce Story Approach. It's got 1,500 views. Elvis at 91. That came on strong as a hot video. Kind of a little slower now, but it came out strong right out of the gate. Elvis at 91 with a great picture from Bob Joyce Music. The Bob Joyce Story, Elvis at 91, 6,300 views. Bob Joyce Church Under Fire, 4,300 views. Is Bob Joyce done with George Magazine? I would say yes, 1,900 views. I would say yes, except the Lord can work miracles, and it will involve people letting go. Gene Ho you can see in his latest video that I saw a few days ago, it's still very fresh on his mind. And when he does his devotionals, he's definitely being inspired by that. And you don't have to have second sight, let's say, to realize what he's saying in some of that video. So ride the elevator down to the bottom floor, I say. Ride the elevator down to the bottom floor if you must. Rather see healing, but ride it down to the bottom floor. Bob Joyce Controversy Honest Talk, 2,100 views. That has a picture of Pastor Bob and arm in arm with Gene Ho in happier times. Gene was very close with the Joyce family and the members of Household of Faith. So I see this as a very sad thing. Love Gene Ho, but I lined up with the pastor on that one. And let's see. John Capilano explains why Bob Joyce is Elvis. That's got 2,700 views. A very beautiful plant, flower, and waterfall show. Well, 406. Not too bad. That's from Adams Fairacre Farms when Karen and I were there. Just looking through the list here. Will Bob Joyce appear in a Nick Cage movie? Concert details. That's the headline of the video. We show a picture of Pastor Bob and Nicolas Cage with one man in between them. That would be Sabrina's husband in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's real. It's not fake. Oh, I don't agree with it. It makes my conclusions look stupid. Okay, it's fake. It's AI. No, it's not. Will Bob Joyce appear in a Nick Cage movie? That's got 1,700 plus views. And the answer is we don't know, by the way. We know that Nicolas Cage, former son-in-law of, I think it was a guy named Elvis Presley. We know that from a pretty reliable close source that Nicolas Cage did film a scene from his forthcoming movie, Best Pancakes in the County, at Sabrina's house. A lot of the movie, all shot in Arkansas, is at a diner. That's where they have the best pancakes. It's a thriller. Justin Long is in the movie as well. But now, who will be in that diner as a patron? We look over, and when we see the movie, and I'm definitely going to see that movie, who will be sitting, in the booths of the diner or on the stools of the diner? We'll see. We'll see. I have a feeling we're going to know somebody. Why wouldn't you want that? You at least ask for it, The Secret Life of Elvis. What was left out of the church letter from Miss Willina? 2,500 views in our pre-recorded videos. Is Bob Joyce Jesse Presley? Willina Joyce letter to the church. 3,400 views. Is Bob Joyce Jesse Presley? Willina Joyce letter to the church. If you want to see Vinnie Maru, he is the thumbnail along with his late wife in a video called Hurting Bob Joyce with Oversaturation, talking about other creators that, go nonstop and they hurt themselves and they hurt everybody else. And it's so annoying to Pastor Bob. I realize that. Hurting Bob Joyce with Oversaturation, 1,400 views in the pre-recorded videos here. And wild new Bob Joyce video, like 74,000 views. The Verdict, our most popular video, not that far from 250,000 views. The Verdict. That kind of lays out the whole story for you. But it's updated since then. So watch 50 Reasons Why Bob Joyce May Be Elvis. And then watch us, because if there's anything new, we will bring it to you. We will bring it to you. All right, here we are back. Here's Neil. Back in the day, there were people who were poor or too young that sometimes gave some or all of their kids to a family or adoption. Is this talking about the Jesse Presley possibility, the movie The Identical, where Jesse was put up for adoption? Is that what we're talking? Well, look, here's lovely Rita Maid. Hi there, Rita. Thank you for the birthday wish on Facebook. Hi, Jack. Happy birthday again. And everyone, I'm late because my daughter, Juanita, was here with her 7 kids under 9. Oh, my goodness. How does she do it, Rita? And how much do you have to do? Holy moly. 7 kids under 9. Wow. Is she trying to be like the Osmonds or something? I love this family, says Elaine from Spain. Charmaine is here. Happy birthday, Jack. I live in Australia. Another Aussie. Nice to have you here. It's been hot, right? You live in Sydney. You put me to sleep when I'm catching up at night. Thank you. I know you mean that in the kindest way, Charmaine. But thank you for the happy birthday wish. I'm a little minnow in a big lake. You made me think of the name of the boat on Gilligan's Island. Wasn't that the minnow? Yeah. 3-hour cruise. Yet the Thurston and Lovey Howe had enough suitcases like they were going to really be stranded on a island for 3 seasons, so silly. And the poor guy who played the professor, I know his real name, but I can't call it right now. He would hear when he was out and about from fans, if you can make a radio if you can put a radio in a coconut, make a radio and put it in a coconut, why can't you fix the darn boat? Why can't you fix the darn boat? It's funny stuff. It was one of those shows, like Chuck Norris's movies were hated by the critics and adored by the fans. Gilligan's Island, they all thought they were going to be canceled in the first season. And when they all called them in there as the first season was ending, they expected to hear the glum news. And instead, they got a party with a big cake and champagne and everything. They said, yes, you're right. The critics hate Gilligan's Island, but the fans love it. and it was the number 7 at the time. It was I think, the number 7 show on the top 10 U.S. shows, and they said the full second season has been ordered. So they got to celebrate after that. Didn't we go over 3 hours once? I think we came close to 3. I can't do that tonight, Leo. Leo, yes, Leo Neo. That'll be your new name, because I've been. It's been a long day. Got up at 10 o'clock in the morning, which is, believe it or not, is early for me. Try to do that tomorrow and go to church. That's exactly what I'll do. And that clip, he said it was a $10 guitar when he was 10 years old. He sang in church. Okay, yeah. So that this moonlight was cute. So that this morning. You saw. Okay, right emphasis, right, Rita? Saw that this morning. It was cute. I think he was kind of off his game, but he was trying to harness coherency. Perhaps it was in the morning. Does anyone out there know the receipt for the Jello weight loss? Supposed to be 3 ingredients: gelatin, water, and so the third ingredient is what helps you lose the weight, eating the Jello. Elaine Peterson saying hello to Andrea. So you stay for 6 to 8 or 3 hours, and they take you back to the hotel. Yeah. Yeah, they got to keep you out there for a while. They got to make money in that casino. Steven's here, is he? I miss Steven Spillage. Hi, Steven Spillage. Happy birthday, Jack. I hope you had a blessed day. Yes, I did. I wish I would have seen both of my children. Didn't see either one, but I had a nice conversation with my son. Getting off the phone to watch on TV is somewhat behind. Yeah, there's a delay. You're right. Miles Light, right? I live in Kernersville, but spend a lot of time in Myrtle Beach and Carolina Beach. Cool. The Jello trick, huh? My goodness. Yes, that's true, Neil. But what they're saying is there's a third magic ingredient that will turn your Jello into Ozempic. I love Jello, not as much as Jello cook and serve chocolate pudding as I was talking about last time, but the Jello is a lot better for you. And you can even put a little bit of the low-cal cream on there too. Most cruise ships have casinos. Open when at sea, closed when on port. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't think I'm ever going to get to do one. I don't know. It would take quite a bit. Anytime we've been on a big boat, it's for an hour to 3 hour cruise when we're in Maine or something like that, Jack, your story sounds like mine. What part of the story, Elaine Peterson? It's me again, Margaret. Well, hi, Margaret. It's been so long. Happy birthday, Jack. Thank you very, very much. The big 7-0 today. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. And Robin Roman joins us. I'm busy tonight. But I just wanted to wish you a blessed, joyful day. Thank you. It was a nice day, very nice. afternoon and evening, which ends here with you guys. Then I got to go and see how the dishes are and figure out whether I'm going to heat up the pad for the cats. Let's see, it's 41 right now, but what will it drop down to? I got to factor that in. We fed them earlier when we got home from our outing. So thank you, Robin Roman. Happy birthday, Jack. I see it there. Thank you. Jack, the Nashville Elvis Festival is on this weekend in Nashville. Yeah, someone else was mentioning about that. See, not being the hardcore Elvis fan, just a fan of his music and what have you. Never been to Graceland. I don't notice that stuff so much, but we're gonna have to look into that maybe and see what's going on over there. All right. Everybody thinks it rains a lot in your state. Does it, Elaine? Keep celebrating your life, says Pam Emsley. Thank you so much, Pam, for all you do. And good night. Good night to you. Don't look, Ethel. The Streak. You know I know that song, Leo Neo. Leo Neo. Yes, the great Ray Stevens was not my favorite song from him. My favorite song, well, you have to realize that everything is beautiful with the kids singing is a beautiful song, but he did a biting song called Mr. Businessman, which was something different for him, and it was good. Ray Stevens, great entertainer back in the day. I don't look that old. Well, thank you. Yeah, different people like Chuck Norris in his last month started to look really old, whereas he hadn't. William Shatner, we talked about that because, we talked about whether Pastor Bob Joyce could have been 75 in 2011. Watch that video. I guess it's the live show. Where's my channel page here? Yeah. Was that a live show? Our last live show, check it out. It's got 1K at least. Your Bob Joyce comments. Was Melissa Gilbert involved with crimes with her husband? It's all alleged. It's all alleged. But we talk about that, the Timothy Busfield, Melissa Gilbert topic in the last live show from Wednesday, the 18th of March. Okay, you can find that in the live section of this channel, the virtual church of the disillusioned. So what's the video I'm looking for? Why am I not finding that so easy right now? Another one of our popular videos, why Bob Joyce may be forced to say he is Elvis in 2026. That's got 7,100 views. 7,100 views. Check that out. Yeah, here it is. I went right by it. This is a pre-recorded video. Or is it? No, it's a live show. It's a live show from the last week. Could Bob Joyce have been 75 in 2011? Also, we do a review and play an excerpt from the up-and-coming channel, Bald and Broke. Bald and Broke. And Shatner Falls from a Horse, all in that show from just a little over a week ago. I guess our last Saturday night show. All right. Well. I have to be up early for church, so I have to say good night. I'll put your thumbnail as soon as I can find it. I'll put it in as the thumbnail of this video. Okay, your nice
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. The views it feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains. And the service, wow.
What was that? I don't know. I don't know. The Mississippi Squirrel. Yes, Ray Stevens. Never heard that song. Good night, David. Brian Lawson. Appreciate you. Oh. So we'll be back Wednesday. We'll talk more about Australia. Perhaps we'll have more to say about Pastor Bob Joyce. We'll see. But you guys have stood with me, and I appreciate that very much, whether we're hitting that heavy or not. Where's the glasses I most want to use? They're buried. They're buried. Neo in Tennessee, in Funcy. Off to finish watching you, as usually, to bed on TV, cell phone, charging in kitchen. So we'll say nighty-night. Thank you so much for stopping by, Carol Cook. We're closing down, though, for this Saturday night. Psalm 79 in the NIV, part of it, starting with verse 1. O God, the nations have invaded your inheritance. Yes, they have. They have defiled your holy temple. They have reduced Jerusalem to rubble. If you read the Bible, you understand that Christians must support Israel and respect and have a love, a genuine love for Israel. That doesn't mean every person that makes a decision, but overall, Christians have to support Israel and the defense of Israel, stand with Israel. They have given the dead bodies of your servants as food for the birds of the air, the flesh of the saints to the beasts of the earth. They have poured out blood like water all around Jerusalem, and there is no one to bury the dead. We are objects of reproach to our neighbors, of scorn and derision to those around us. Same thing in 2026. How long, O Lord, will you be angry forever? How long will your jealousy burn like fire? Pour out your wrath on the nations that do not acknowledge you, on the kingdoms that do not call on your name. For they have devoured Jacob and destroyed his homeland. Do not hold against us the sins of the fathers. May your mercy come quickly to meet us, for we are in desperate need. Part of Psalm 79 in the NIV. Well, once again, it's been wonderful to be with everybody here. 45 watching, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. That would be swell. I'd like to see us get a few more subscribers so we can go over the 400 mark, 11,400 that is. My personal email is jackthefairguy, F-A-I-R, jackthefairguy @gmail.com. Big God bless you. Talk to you Wednesday night, Lord willing. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. I really appreciate that. 70 years old. My goodness, time sure flies. Till next time, go with God. Have a great Sunday.